In today's service-based industries, building unbreakable client trust is paramount, and strategic automation is the key to achieving it. Many professionals view automation as a threat, fearing it will depersonalize client interactions and erode the human touch. However, when implemented thoughtfully, automation transforms from a perceived threat into a powerful ally, enhancing personalization rather than diminishing it. It allows us to engineer trust across the entire client lifecycle, starting from the very first interaction during acquisition. Automation also plays a crucial role in nurturing existing relationships, ensuring consistent, timely, and relevant engagement that deepens client loyalty. This strategic dividend reclaims valuable time, allowing expert professionals to focus on high-impact, complex tasks that truly require their unique human expertise. The myth that automation is impersonal is debunked by its ability to scale personalization, delivering tailored experiences efficiently. By automating routine processes, businesses can dedicate more resources to understanding individual client needs and delivering bespoke solutions. Ultimately, embracing automation strategically not only streamlines operations, but also fortifies client trust, leading to stronger, more enduring professional relationships.
All right, let's dive into something that I think almost every professional feels deep down. That sense that you're just drowning in busy work instead of building the client relationships that actually matter. We're going to explore how to flip that script.
So, does this sound familiar? You finish a long day, you've done great work, but instead of switching off, you're staring at a huge list of follow-up emails, reminders, and check-ins. It's exhausting, right? It's like having a second job you never even applied for.
And hey, if you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. Professionals everywhere, I'm talking consultants, financial advisors, real estate agents, you name it, are getting absolutely buried in these admin tasks. This isn't just you, it's a huge universal struggle.
And that struggle leads us right into our first big topic, what we're calling the professional's dilemma. It's this constant, draining balancing act that so many of us are dealing with day in and day out. So here's the core of it, right? You're trying to build these real, genuine connections with people, but you're also fighting this endless tidal wave of administrative follow-ups. The very things that are supposed to support your clients are actually pulling you further away from them. So the big question becomes, how do you scale that personal touch without completely burning out?
Well, how do we solve this puzzle? Let's talk about automation. And no, I don't mean some scary, faceless robot that's going to take your job. Think of it more like your own personal smart assistant, working 24/7 in the background.
So what is automation, really? When you strip it all down, it's just a system. A system designed to take all those repetitive, predictable tasks off your plate. It makes sure your communication is always consistent, which frees you up to focus on the stuff that requires your brain, your expertise, and your uniquely human touch.
You know, there are a lot of myths out there, so let's just bust a few right now. People think automation is robotic and cold. The reality, it's supportive and consistent. They worry it's impersonal, but actually it can strengthen personalization by getting the right message to the right person at exactly the right time. And the biggest myth of all, that it's here to replace you. No way. The truth is, it's here to empower you.
Okay, so let's get into the first really tangible benefit, growing your client list. This is where automation stops being a concept and starts becoming this incredibly powerful engine for your business.
Just picture this system as your automated growth engine. Step 1, it instantly captures a new lead's info. Immediately, step 2, an automated welcome goes out, making a fantastic first impression. Then, the system kicks into a nurture sequence, delivering valuable content and building trust. And finally, and this is the magic part, it tells you the perfect moment to step in and make that personal call to turn them into a client.
And the result of all this, it's a game changer. Leads don't slip through the cracks anymore. Your conversion rates go up because every single person gets that same consistent professional experience. You just stop missing out on opportunities. It's that simple.
But look, getting new clients in the door, that's only half the battle, right? The real magic happens when you start deepening the relationships you already have. And that brings us to our next section, building unbreakable trust.
With automation, you can make every client feel like they're your only client. Imagine a seamless onboarding where they get everything they need without even asking, or timely appointment reminders so they're always prepared, thoughtful check-ins that just show you're thinking of them.
You can even send personalized messages celebrating their birthdays or anniversaries. It's all these consistent, caring touches that build that deep, lasting loyalty. And this is the feeling you create. When a client says something like, "I felt seen and supported every step of the way," you know you've nailed it. See, it's not really about the technology. It's about the human feeling the technology makes possible. And that level of consistent support does something really powerful for your brand. It builds a reputation for being polished, for being reliable. It doesn't matter if you're on vacation or in the middle of your busiest week ever, your clients always feel like they're being taken care of. Now that is a brand built on trust. Okay, so we've talked about growing your business, we've talked about building client trust, but what about the most important person in this whole equation? What about you? Let's talk about winning back your time. Take a look at this chart. Does it hit a little too close to home? For so many of us, a shocking 50%, half, of our day gets eaten up by admin tasks and repetitive follow-ups. That leaves so little time for the stuff that actually moves the needle, like big picture thinking and actual FaceTime with clients. This is where automation comes in and just flips that chart on its head. It specifically targets and shrinks that giant admin slice. And when you do that, you automatically get more time, more energy, and more focus for the work that you actually love to do. So how much time are we really talking about? Well, by automating these repetitive tasks, professionals are often saving 4 or more hours every single week. That's like getting half a workday back week after week. Think about that. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but what do I actually do now? That is the perfect question. Let's map out your next strategic move.
And don't worry, it's not complicated. Here's a super simple 3-step plan to get the ball rolling. First, just identify the gaps. Be honest. Where do clients get stuck waiting on you? Where do you know you're dropping the ball? Second, map out your ideal process. If you could wave a magic wand, what would that perfect client communication look like? And third, just start exploring tools. Look for systems that align with those goals. It could be a CRM, an email platform, whatever fits.
So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. If you suddenly had an extra 4, 5, maybe even 10 hours back every week, what would you do with it? What would you build? What bigger ideas could you finally chase? That right there is the true power of automating trust.